Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So BYU's offense will get first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged in the middle, it's Price. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Aggies offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll give it to him again. Powers through the defender. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Gentry. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Saunders. Choppings, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. Think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! This is why they show up for midnight yell, and they are playing like they practiced.
And
this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He's got him. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Trying play action. Now sliding to his left. Snags it inside the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Ole Miss looks like an old punching bag out there today, and any way you slice it, this fan base, heck, this coaching staff just didn't expect that. They're trailing by 14 to Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Lost to throw again. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Cougars will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They go to the ground. Thrust that arm out. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The 12th man, Warren standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own tip. Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Bringing the heat. Firing to the right, complete.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Complete. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a nice job by the quarterback there. Of course, he's right-handed, but there he is scrambling and rolling to his left. It's not easy to be accurate when you're doing it, but he's able to put that right on target for the completion.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking downfield, it's Gentry. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. That's reeled in. It's Soto.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Texas A&M going quickly. Back to throw. It's Gentry. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to try to get it himself. Complete to the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, Let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Go straight ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The pressure ramps up on third and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 29 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback adapting. Running to Green. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Running into the open space. Kept it and he's past the marker. And they got the defense on that one and they get it to the 29-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's first and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. BYU coming to the line with first and 10. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground with the back. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A run for the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It's as if these guys have been allergic to the end zone. They'll try to overcome it on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one is perfect. Had to settle for the field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Handoff to the single back. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Gentry. It's complete to the right. Turning it on! Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Aggie! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Here comes the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Here's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Running back searching for a hole. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field. But they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Fung. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Blunt. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. There he goes. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the run, it's Fung. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. It's picked off and another empty drive. Got room on the return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.